Well, hello everybody. We are working on getting a guest in here now. I had Kimber in the back a few minutes ago, and she had some issues, and she left, and unfortunately has not come back yet. So we might be in a little bit of a holding pattern for a couple of minutes. So yeah, it's interesting. Let's just say it. It's going to be interesting to say the least. We were going to go over some stuff that Kimber had sent me over the last few weeks for her place. She stays down in Corpus Christi, and some of it was okay. I mean, I want to go over. I want to get her story behind it. I want to get it out there so that way people can see what she is talking about. So, um, outside of that, this was just going to be a one-off. I mean, I look forward to adding this type of thing about once a month, once or twice a month. On a Saturday, have somebody come in that's got some experience and got some little bits of proof that they want to discuss and see somebody and talk about. So it is what it is. I mean, we hit and we miss. We do what we got to do type thing. So uh, hey, we'll roll with it. So just before we get going, I'll talk about tomorrow night. We've got us again tomorrow night at 5 o'clock Central. I think we got EVPs going on this week. Got several that we've gotten from the internet, and Brandy's going to be sending me a few as well. So we're going to have some good EVPs to go over tomorrow. Then right behind that, at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, we've got Infamous Minds, and Tex and Donnie Cho have asked me to come in. We're going to be covering the Chris Benoit situation from professional wrestling. Anybody that remembers that time frame of Chris Benoit and him and his double murder suicide. So that'll be happening. And then, of course, on Monday, we've got not Infamous Mind, golly. It's Saturday, and I haven't got any booze in me, so I'm actually clear headed. Okay, but Monday we've got Texas Front Porch, obviously at 8:15, but we've got the Diva Dimension at 7, and on Tuesday night we got Beyond BMR with Bigfoot Michigan Rob. That's at 8 o'clock. These are all Central times, mind you. Wednesday night we have Donnie Cho Says Stuff, partner of the channels and everything. And behind that, we've got Inhumanoids with Bart Nunley at 8 o'clock on Wednesday night. Thursday night, we have the Blondes and the Booze podcast at 7 o'clock, I believe it is. Maybe it's 8 o'clock, but I believe it's 7 o'clock. And then, no, I take that back. It is 8 o'clock. There's 8 o'clock on that night. It's 7 o'clock on Friday for Blondes, Booze, and the Woo. And at 10 o'clock on Thursday night, we have Monica Rollins with Our Paranormal World. Friday night also we've got behind the Blondes, Booze, and the Woo. We got the friend of the channels and stuff. Josh Turner has the Paranormal Roundtable, and on usually Saturdays we don't do a whole lot during the day, but this might pick up in the mid afternoon. Sometimes we don't know. And then we've got obviously our friend Paranormal Paul is at the he will be in the he has his show at 7 o'clock. Okay, so we got him at 7 o'clock, and then we've got after that. We have everything turned around. Well, I take that back. There's normally going to be a midnight showing or a late night show with Rob and several of the others from the channels all together on Saturday nights. And then we're right back starting it all over again on Sunday, and we'll do it all over again one more week. Keep on going with it. All right. So there, I did the whole rundown without Brandy. Hopefully she doesn't yell at me later. Okay. So looks like I've got Kimber back there. I hope we've got Kimber back there. She's kind of looking at the camera like, I don't know if I want to do this. But guess what? Surprise.
Hi, y'all. How are y'all?
All right.
I'm here.
How we doing, Kimber?
We are doing perfect. How are you?
We're awake. That's about all we're going to say right now. So.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. We got you. Well, I can hear you anyway. Can everybody else hear her, I hope?
We're what?
I can hear you for sure. I guess everybody else can hear you as well, too.
I don't know. Okay. We're going to hope anyway. I guess somebody will let us know if they can, huh?
Yep, they'll say, hey.
Thing on my phone so I can watch it. I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
I know I'm not deaf. Okay.
Yep.
I'll try to help you keep an eye on the chat, too. So.
Yeah, that's cool. Truth Walker, he says he can hear you, so we're good with that. All right, so now normally I don't keep any of these the specials to any time limits or anything like that, but I want to talk to you about the information and stuff you had sent me.
Okay.
Okay. So the first things you sent me were first. I want to get
Okay. What did you?
I said we're gonna go over some of the stuff you sent me. First thing you sent me was the pictures, obviously. So I want you to give us a little bit of a background of your area, okay, and the house and what you've experienced there before.
Okay. I've been living in this house since 2018, I think.
Okay.
And we were supposed to move up here by the house, right? And help take care of his mother.
Okay.
I don't know if this house was built for, or if it just was rented to the pastor. Because if you're the pastor for that church used to live in this house, and I don't know if it was built for him or current pastor, old pastor. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, it's built for him, or he lived here.
Okay.
But from the time we moved up here, it was like kind of a bad situation because we had to come in, get a bunch of people out, clean up the yard, so that my brother-in-law and sister-in-law who were in Alaska wouldn't be fined $500 a day by the city because it was so junked up.
Okay.
So we had to come in
essentially,
and
you had people mess it up pretty bad.
Yeah, because the house was built or bought for his mother, my ex's mother, and she's supposed to be able to live here, but she let her granddaughter move in, and then she had all these riffraff in and out, and who knows? And there were like 15,000 people staying here. And nobody knew who anybody was. So we had to get all of them out. We had to haul 3 24-foot trailers of trash and junk out of the yard and garage. That was $250 a pop. And so we had to get them out. So it's just kind of like been tense since we moved in, right? There's always been some type of tension. And then on top of that, his mother with
I think you're breaking up on us a little bit. There we go.
By proxy to get her evicted, which I didn't agree with that, but okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so his mother got evicted. Were y'all hearing me? Because I didn't know.
Yeah, well, we were hearing you, but you're cutting in and out. So
okay. You want me to try without the headset? Maybe it would work better.
No, it was the entire video and everything. Everything was freezing up on you. So
yeah,
it was just glitching. It's just glitching. That's all.
It was suffering, so I don't know what was going on.
Okay, I think we lost you completely now. If you won't try it without the actual video, just turn your video off and just go with the audio. And let's see if we can hear you better. All right, we're gonna try that, and let's see here. Maybe I can work it on my end. I don't know if I can or can't because I can only do certain things on my end for you. So, she disconnected something there. Okay, you got to turn off she turned off her whole headset. The whole headset's going now. All right. So anyway, as she was saying, I guess it sounds like that the house was originally set up for a pastor of a church that most pastors get a place to live wherever they go. But it sounds like that there were some issues with squatters and people being reused and used left and right and such. But as from what she was telling me before, the minute they moved in, they started having kind of weird stuff a little bit happening, and nothing that you really take a whole lot to heart. But she's got a couple of pictures, and she's got a video she sent me that they beg looking at a little bit. I wanted her to be on there to talk about it, but if she's not going to be here for it, I'm going to probably save it for another time. But we'll show it, and if she happens to get into the chat, if she comes up in chat, we'll talk to her about it there, and if she's here, we'll talk to her here about. Oh, she's coming back in again. Hang on, she's coming back in. Let's see. Okay, we're back again. Can you see us? Can you hear us?
Is my ugly mug back? Hi, y'all. I told you
you're back.
I was going to break it, Randy.
That's okay.
Okay, so it's late.
Good catch, Freaky. Good catch. Okay. So Kimber, see if you can turn your camera off. Turn off the video to the feed, and see if the actual the mic will still work. Oh, she dropped out again. So, all right. So we're dealing with a little bit of issues here. It sounds like so, but either way, I'm hoping that she's in chat, and if she is, I'm gonna see if I can find her here real quick. I'm gonna tell her to go with the headset only without the camera. And we'll see if we get her up, but we tried to get together a little bit earlier to get this all ironed out beforehand, but needless to say, that didn't work out too good. So, but anyway, what I'm going to do while she's working her way back, I'm going to just go and show the first picture that she has sent as well. And if she's in the chat, she can chime in a little bit. And I just want to get y'all's opinion on some of this, because this is one of these that I don't really know for sure if this is right or not. I mean, because this is the picture supposedly from her bedroom area. Okay. That's her leg, and she's taking a picture of her cat. Okay. Now, as I look at this and I see what she's saying is this area right here, she did not see when she actually took the picture. Okay. Now, if this was not seen when she took the picture, now obviously I'm looking at this and I know exactly what this is a splice of or pieces of or whatever. This is a Texas driver's license or driver license plate for a vehicle. As anybody's in Texas, you can see there's a little Texas, there's a 7, there's B, and I bet right up here you'd have some sort of you'd have Texas up there. That's exactly what it looks like to me, but it looks like it's a splotch of it. You know what I mean? It looks like it's like parts of it that shouldn't really be there. Okay, we got her back again. Let's see if I can get her up again, see what we got doing. All right, now what are we looking at?
Okay, we're seeing the picture, and me and you both. Okay. I told you I was going to be your problem child.
Yeah.
So
that's nothing new, is it?
In bed. Well, no, of course not. I'm always the problem child, but they end up loving me. Okay. I was kind of just chilling in the bedroom. It's just me and my cats in the room. There's no light on.
Yeah.
I've got dark curtains up. I wasn't feeling well, so I was watching TV. I went to turn over. My cat bumped my arm, and it caused my camera to snap because I had my phone in my hand. And so when I lifted the phone to delete the picture, I saw that. But I lowered my phone and I didn't see it with my eyes. I was like, okay. Yeah. So I lifted my phone again, took another picture, and it was still there. Did the same thing, didn't see it. Third picture, it was gone. There's nothing in my room. There was no mirrors. There was nothing that anything that it could possibly reflected off of.
Okay.
I put it on. I sent the picture out. I'm like, somebody, I put it on Facebook. I put it on TikTok. I put it on. I was like, somebody tell me what this is, because I don't know. To me, it looks like an origami bird with a Texas license plate print. That's what it looks like to me.
Exactly what I see. I see the Texas license plate.
What I know.
Well, you might know more than you think you know. You never can tell.
Somebody on Facebook said, well, and people are telling me they see eyes, like the black little parts there are eyes. There's a mouth. They're saying they see. Somebody told me they saw like 3 people, and I'm like, whoa, wait, what? Huh? I don't see people. I don't see eyeballs. I don't see nothing. Yeah. But one person said it looked like a Texas license plate. I'm like, you are blonde, okay, I give you that. One person said a fairy. The only fairy I've ever seen that I'm aware of is Tinkerbell. Then one person said a black cat, and I'm like, dude, where? I don't see that at all. And then Google Lens can't even identify it.
Yeah, and so here's my thing. Obviously, this does look like pieces of a license plate. That's what it looks like to me. Because there's the Texas, there's the 7, there's your lettering. This probably says Texas up here most likely. And okay, so you got your legs going down through here. What is down at this part right here?
You got me.
So there's
because I'm in the dark, and that's my ankle.
Oh, that's your ankle. Okay. All right. So you got your ankle. So
like
this is down at your feet,
at the foot of the bed, or the end of my bed.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's like the padding for the head. Yeah, at my feet, because that's like the brown part at the very bottom of my foot is probably like the padded piece that goes on the end of the bed.
Okay.
And it was
the reason I asked this is because
there was
as you look at it, you can see this black shadow right here that actually covers up part of the license plates, if you want to call it that, because the only reason I say that is because you got part of the license plate apparition, whatever you want to call it, the image there, that license plate, part of it's coming out from behind that. So this black piece right here, I don't know what that could be either.
You're digitizing on me. Oh, yeah, and then, my comforter was black.
Okay.
So
what I've got here is
my comforter's black. Or gray,
I don't know what this could be, honestly.
I did what?
This doesn't make any sense because
and so
it shouldn't be.
I had my feet out from under the cover, and that was about it.
So, but we're not seeing any of the actual cover then.
No, it doesn't. And I have, because I've never seen anything like that. I don't know what the hell it could be.
Well,
but I sent it to text first.
Air Force might have got you on this one.
I sent it to text first.
Yeah.
I know, right? I sent it to text, and I was like, to text first, and I was like, dude, I don't know what it is. Like, I just want inquiring minds want to.
Yeah. And what did text have to say about it?
Oh, right.
Yeah, you're breaking up again.
Do I just need to leave the house now? I don't know. But
yeah,
in December, so this was probably like in March-ish. Okay.
Okay.
December the 26th.
Okay.
And the only reason I know is because I have the video, but I'm in here by myself.
Now here's the one you got it kind of blown up here a little bit. So.
Hallway outside the door. I'm just hearing things. And so I went and sat back down, and I kept hearing it. And so I turned the TV down because I have like my robes and stuff hanging on the back of the door. I could visually see them moving, and I was like, okay. So about 5 times I go and check in the hallway, and there's nothing there. Okay. I turn the TV down, I turn the fan off, so it's just silent. I'm like, if it does it again, I'm gonna take a video so that I can show somebody else, so that I know I'm not crazy, right?
Yeah.
And sure enough, it did it. The doorknob is rattling, the clothes are moving, and I'm like, okay. So since
and this is the video we're about to show here in a couple of minutes. So.
And the video, and I sent it to like a girl over couple other people. I'm like, are y'all seeing the same thing that I think I saw? And they're like, and she's like, why are you still there? And I'm like, well, because I kind of live here. And it did it for about 3 hours solid that night. Yeah. And it still randomly does it. And they're like, aren't you scared? And I'm like, well, I can't be scared of something I can't see. And I can't see to defend myself. So it's either going to, hopefully I just won't know anything about it. But it's next thing.
Gotcha.
And then since then, let's see. Oh, now there's something walking across my pillows. So I'm sitting on my bed. I feel something. I feel the pillows to press. And I'm thinking it's the cat.
Yeah.
And I turn around, look, and there's no cat there.
Okay. So you've got stuff actually happening as you're sitting there a lot of times now.
Freaky, are you talking about? I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
I'm saying so you've got stuff that's happening as you're laying there now that is you can't explain, like the feels like a cat but ain't a cat type thing.
Yeah. Right. And I mean, it's been happening for a while, but I wasn't processing it like I should be paying attention to, and I would just ignore it because I thought it's the cats being sneaky, because they know they're not supposed to be going up in the window because they tend to knock everything off my table. And I'm like, they're just being sneaky. But when they're completely on the other side of the room, there's no way they could get out of my line of sight that fast.
Yeah.
And
I understand.
So I finally just kind of, the cats I have now, I have their dad. Okay. And he got sick and he died. So he left me presents. And then I have his girlfriend. So they're all family. So the only way I could process it was, okay, it's Tigger. He's here checking on his kids, his wife, his mom. I'm good. So I would go, hey, Tigger, what's up? But the other day, I was kind of leaned back against the pillow, and I felt it walk across my back. And I'm like, okay. And last weekend, it wasn't really forceful. It was just kind of pressure, but it wasn't forceful. But I was like forced to kind of go back on the pillows, and it felt like something was kind of putting a little bit of pressure around my neck, and I'm not too
Yeah, you're starting to did your connection start to have issues again? So
yeah.
Okay, do you know how to go in and turn off the video part of it? You see the little 3 dots? You should have something for settings.
Did I lose yet?
Well, yeah, you're going in and out like crazy, so.
You message me that because I didn't.
No. What I'm saying is you can go into your the settings of the StreamYard right there. There's 3 dots right there, and you can go into your settings, and you could turn your camera off.
Okay.
Oh, oopsie. She went completely out. Okay, guys. Well, as we saw, this one right here, it looks like we said, it looks like a license plate to me. It still looks like a license plate, but I don't know how it got in this configuration. I think I'm along the same lines as Air Force. I think it might be a step over on pictures, maybe, but for her to catch it and then not to catch it, I can't tell you for sure. I mean, something wrong with the phone, something. It's tough to say because why would anybody take a picture of a license plate like that in the first place? So, but yeah, I don't know what she asked her, Freaky. So here in a second, well, she's back again. Hang on, we got her. Is she back again?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm like the little fairy. I pop in and out.
Okay then.
Hi, y'all. Did you want me to leave or something? Do I need to leave?
No. I was just saying, if you wanted to,
Oh,
when it starts glitching up like that, you can go into
uh,
if you look at it down below at the three dots next to your microphone, you should have
uh,
something where you can actually go into settings and turn off your camera.
right.
And then
And I
that way
tried to
you,
do that before. It wouldn't shut my camera off.
oh, it wouldn't.
It kicked me. But if it does,
Oh,
it wouldn't shut it off.
I'll be dang.
It just said the page was unresponsive, and then it kicked me altogether.
So at the very
So I was
bottom,
trying that. That's when,
do you see stuff that says mute, stop cam, and settings at the bottom?
and that's right, and that's what I
And
hit with stop cam,
it killed everything.
and it killed everything.
Huh. That's an unusual one. Never heard of that one. But anyway, we're
Yes,
going to keep rolling though.
it doesn't
All
let
right,
me.
so
I told you, Scott. I told you I was gonna break it.
hey, you're just going to break everything
Um,
else. I ain't worried about breaking a StreamYard. So, all right, so we've seen those pictures. Now we're going to run on into this video real quick.
right.
Now,
I think it was Freaky Geek.
yeah,
Freaky Geek was asking about something in that picture. He's talking about black and white, thinking it was a cat's foot, and I'll show
yeah,
you where
so
the cat's foot is, but
like
it was
this,
not
that
close
they
to
said
that.
right there.
Whatever that thing is.
Okay, so did that,
Yeah,
and then that was the original picture.
it's right there. That's the cat.
Where
That's
at?
a cat, right?
Where?
That's the cat.
This paw right
Right
here?
here. That's his tail. Oh, if you look to
What's that?
the right
To I'm as far right as I can go. This over here?
the
Oh, over here at by the fan?
black and white part right there. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, right here.
That's yeah. Right. So
Okay.
that's the head.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the head, and then down here is the foot, his tail, and his feet. But
Okay.
those are some things. Yeah, like that's the cat. Yeah. But
Okay.
as far as that print thing, I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, we're trying to figure that one out ourselves. So ain't got an excuse for it at all right now. So
And that's
but
probably another cat or his tail or his feet. Boy.
okay.
So
So
what are we going to next?
now this one's gonna be we're gonna go ahead and put that video you were just talking about. Okay. We won't be able to speak during this. Everybody will get to hear this first, and it'll go. We'll be muted, and so everybody can hear it. So here we go with the actual video.
Nothing here. There's nothing in the hallway. Watch this, I swear to God. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'll turn the fan on. Listen.
Yeah. So something seems to be rattling that cage there, rattling that door, right? Oh, you muted yourself somehow. There you go.
Yeah, it's not like the door was locked, but there was no one in the
Gotcha.
hallway because I checked it like 5 times before I ever took it down.
Okay.
There was no one there. So
Now,
I have no idea what that
nope.
was. Just something wanted to get in. You know?
Yeah, and everybody might not be able to see or hear this properly, but I'm going to bring it up and show it. I've got it on the video player as well on the computer here, and we've got. Let me know if you can hear it. Most people can't hear it because these, for some reason, don't come across unless I load them up. So.
Yeah, there's no sound.
Okay, so right at that point, that's where you're hearing the doors rattling back and forth. And obviously with the fan off,
So, like I said,
yeah,
there.
you could hear it better.
There's no noise. There shouldn't
But
be any noise.
yeah, I mean, unless now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say it, but that that could easily be a dog. Dog, obviously, up. You know how a dog sounds when it's up against the door and it wants to scratch, right? But
And
you're saying there's
that's what I
nothing out
thought
in the
it
hallway
was the
for
very
them
first
to.
time.
Yeah,
Nope,
it's not there, right?
nothing. No, sir.
Can't tell you.
Not that I
I
could
don't
see.
know. I mean,
Not that I could
that's
see.
why I wanted you.
And
That's why I wanted you to tell that story
it's
because I can't say anything about it one way or the other because you were physically
it's
there.
still does it periodically. So
There you go. It just killed your camera all of a sudden.
I, I did it. I did it because I was
Yeah.
digitizing, or I was.
Okay. Let's
Did-
hope that it frees up your stream a little bit so you can hear better and everything too. But now we're back again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me now? See, all I did was
Good for
kill
now.
Tim. I didn't do anything with the audio.
Yeah, so it's just a connection
minute.
issue, is what it is. It's just a connection issue.
Sounds so far
So,
away. And we
it
just
is what
did
it
have
is.
that storm, so I don't know what it's like out there. Can y'all hear me though?
So don't. Yeah, make sure you put your galoshes and stuff on before you go out and maybe some waders.
No, I already did that. I couldn't find my scuba gear the other day, so I just had to flippy flop through the water. It was okay.
Yep.
It was kind of
So.
funny, but it was okay.
Okay, so outside of this and outside of the other cat issue, the thing walking across, have you had any other experiences in the house?
Not here. I have had other experiences elsewhere, but not here. And I've been here for all these years, and it's just now started to happen. My roommate told me yesterday that she has seen something flying around their room, like a dark shadow flying around the ceiling of their room, and it has wings, and she said it looks like a moth. Okay, I don't want the Mothman here because that's cool, but nice to know you.
Yeah, but the cats would enjoy the moth.
Not that they would take them. That's a big moth. Okay. And then my ex told me just yesterday as well that he's been seeing apparitions, ghosts, or something. He's actually had conversations with them. I'm not in there, so I don't know. So everybody's seeing something, but I've had things happen to me through the years, and nothing bad. Until I got with him. And when we moved into our first apartment together, I woke up one night and there was something Grim Reaper standing on his side of the bed, for the lack of a better description. And there was no face. It was just flat. But it had its hand over his mouth and it reached for me. And it didn't bend over to reach for me. Its arm was elongated, right? And so I immediately closed my eyes like, oh shit, you're not supposed to be here. Go away, go away. And I started praying, and I don't know if I was praying out loud or not, but I was in my head. And when I opened my eyes, it was gone. I never saw it again.
Yeah.
And then we moved to his house because that was right after Hurricane Harvey. And we were in Houston. And so we had to move into his house to kind of do some repairs from the water damage. My dog, every night or every afternoon when I would go into the dining area to cook dinner, she would stand on the back of the couch and bark into an empty dining room. She apparently saw something. But that was the first thing that scared the hell out of me. And I talked to somebody, a friend of a friend of a friend, right after that happened, and they said there was like a negative curse, I guess, that had been placed on me.
Okay.
And I never heard that before in all my life. So it had to be, there's only one person I can think of that would have done that at that particular time. And I've had people throughout the years tell me the same thing, that it's a female that I know. That's some female that I know was his ex-wife that could have or would have had a reason to do that, right?
Yeah, I understand.
So I don't know if that's the case, but I've been told by Danielle told me that. Danielle told me that, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
So I believe her. If I didn't believe
like
anybody,
Kevin said, like Kevin said, would it be possible on that one if there was a could it be possible that Wynn was going through that hallway at that time?
So she was aggressively June. I went back to my hometown. Okay. So I went back to my hometown, which is Bryan. Okay. So from Bryan to where I live now is about 4 hours. And I was coming back on a Saturday during the middle of the day. I wasn't drinking. I was completely sober. Victoria is about the midway point between the two.
Yeah.
I remember getting to Victoria, and I don't remember going out of Victoria. And I've been making this trip for years. I can do it blindfolded, inebriated, whatever. But I was not inebriated. But I lost about an hour that I can't explain. And I woke up in Goliad. Never went to Goliad. Never had a reason to go to Goliad.
Yeah.
But when I snapped out of it, I was passing that haunted mission. Which kind of threw me off, kind of unnerved me a little bit. But there wasn't enough time lapse by the time I got back on track and got back home. There wasn't like maybe a 15, 20-minute time lapse. So it wasn't like there was a big time gap there. But I've never zoned out that ever. And I was by myself and driving, so it's a good thing. I even pulled over to check and make sure I wrecked the car. But I can't explain it because I don't remember about an hour of my time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now there was a couple of questions here.
And I got thrown off. Okay. I'm not seeing them because I'm blind, but what were the questions?
Okay. One question was, could there have been on the video part, could there have been any wind circulating through the house that could have caused any of that?
Did I lose you again?
That was from Kevin. Kevin was asking that.
No, we don't open the windows or the doors because we have dogs, and if we open, everything stays closed.
Gotcha. Okay. So we're still at a little bit of a loss. So I can't say one way or the other. Obviously,
so we're all confuzzled. Yay! It's not just me.
So I mean, that's why I wanted to get you on here to explain everything to everybody.
Like, I just want to know, do I have time to pack? I mean, or do I just need to leave the house immediately and evacuate? Because I don't know. It's getting seemingly more frequent, and it seems like it's getting a little bit more irritated, for lack of a better word. I don't know what it is.
From my actual investigative experiences in these, pay attention to your animals. You've got animals, you've got dogs, you've got cats.
Oh, I didn't.
Pay attention to the animals. They'll let you know when it's time to go.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. My cats don't freak out. They did when the door thing was rattling the first couple of times. And even now, I don't even pay attention. I just look up and go, hey, what's up? If you're going to come in, because I can't stop you. I can't see you. But if it wanted in, it would have flung the door open by now, I'm sure. Or maybe come through the door. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But the very fact that they're hearing the same thing in the room next to me, and then he's talking to stuff in another room, and because I was beginning to think the roommates and I kind of discussed it. The roommates are his daughter and son. I know, son and daughter-in-law. Yeah. And I was like, well, maybe something's attached to him. Because they said that they would see things at the old house in Houston where my dog would bark into the dining room. That things would happen to them or they would see things there. Okay, maybe there's an attachment to him. And we're not on the best of terms. So maybe he's so angry at me that maybe he's pushing it. I don't know. Maybe. You know, it's the only thing I can think of logically that makes any sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, if
So
it just
I don't
started
know.
after
Y'all,
that kind of stuff happened,
somebody help me
he
figure it
very well
out.
could have. Yeah. Unfortunately, none of us are experts,
Yeah.
obviously, so we'd have to figure it out along with you. We wouldn't be able
Right.
to tell you one way or the other. I mean,
Right.
you could set up stuff
Exactly. I
there all
mean,
day long. So, but you also got to trust your gut on that one too.
and I mean,
If you
but
feel
anybody's
threatened,
yeah, that the walking across my back thing the other day and the choking thing, that was the only time that kind of my hair kind of stood up a little bit. But the other time I
yeah,
haven't felt anything, and the animals haven't flipped out because I
yeah,
know to pay attention to the animals. I know the animals can
yeah.
sense
Anybody's
it
been out
before
in the
we
country for
ever
5
think about
minutes, pay
something.
attention to the animals. Yeah,
Exactly. And I mean, I've seen stuff all my life, and other people in my family have seen stuff, so we already know this, right? But animals are just like chilling; they're all sleeping in comas and
yeah,
stuff, and I'm just like, okay. But
yeah,
I don't know. I seriously thought it was the dog, as well. And in fact, I was standing on the hallway going into my office, talking to my ex one day, and my door, we were out there. And the only thing in here are my cats. And the door started rattling. And I said, look, what's my door? And it just got louder and louder. And he said, the dogs are outside. I'm like, no, they're all in the living room asleep. They're not outside bumping anything. They're not in here, obviously. So what? How are they bumping anything? They're all in the living room asleep.
So, well, you know, this has been fun. This is like I said, guys, this is the first time we've done this one. She's the guinea pig for this. If I get some decent pictures and stuff, I'll start trying to bring people on to explain their stories. You know, we'll set up times and everything so people can tell their stories, and we can go over a little bit of the evidence and see if we can figure out maybe they saw something, maybe you really didn't, maybe you did. We don't know. We won't know until we can look at it. Now, from what you're telling us, obviously, we can't figure out what's going on with the door. The door thing sounds like something on the other side, like an animal scratching at it or whatever. But if it's an animal scratching at it that isn't there, who knows what the animal that really is trying to get in there. That is where you got to be a little bit careful too.
Yeah, I've kind of walked through the house several times over the years, going, I'm in my head, I'm talking to the preacher. Exactly what were you worshiping, dude? Because something is off. Like, this house is not.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you. You don't get that homey feeling. Like, it's not a place you want to come in, kick off your shoes, get on the couch, and watch TV. And I've never not been able to make a house feel like a home. I can't here.
Yeah.
I don't care what I do. And
yeah,
I'm like, I give up. Now I'm about to leave anyway, so I just don't want it following me. But Danielle said that yes, there is something. There's a negative.
There's something following you, right?
Attachment or something.
It could be
put on me. So I'm fixing to go buy 50 pounds of salt. Y'all can just call me salty girl. I don't care. Everything I have.
There you go.
Salty, okay. I don't care. You can call me salty, and I'm good with that. But I don't know. I just don't want it. It can stay here and mess with them if it wants to. Just don't follow me, because I've not done anything, and I don't want to. I don't want nightly visits or anything.
And I can understand that one too.
Those are only a couple of times recently that kind of made my hairs stand up. But once again, the cats weren't freaking out. So I'm like, they're all sleeping in a coma. Like,
yeah, if they're not reacting to it, I wouldn't worry about it a whole lot.
Yeah,
it could be something playing with you too,
you know. Well, I don't want it to play with me. Okay. No.
Well, yeah, we don't need to know any more than that. Freaky got you there.
Yeah, like I don't wanted anything. Huh? Saltwater taffy? Maybe. Maybe. So should that be my new screen name?
Sure, that sounds good. We won't know what you're looking at anyway. So
right.
Anyway, this has been fun. Hey, I appreciate you coming on and telling us your story and everything. And guys, like I said, send emails to that email right there, truthtinfoil@gmail.com, and I'll take a look at them. We'll see if we can get you on here. We'll do the same thing what we're doing with Kim. Let you guys explain your story and what you're seeing. So, Kim, thanks for being with us.
I'm going to take Texas advice I think I'm gonna take Texas advice and just turn on my phone recorder one night, just let it run all night, see what happens.
Exactly. Let it run all night. And if nothing else, go to a store and find your old tape recorder. Anything.
Yeah, I mean, I can download apps or whatever, but
There you go.
something. If it picks up
Anything
something,
just to
it does.
record.
If it don't, it don't.
See what you come up with. But you'll have to spend those hours going over it too. So
Exactly. I'll probably won't be able to hear anything with the TV going. Is my luck. But thanks, guys.
Well,
sorry, I ran.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for
Sorry,
everybody
we
for
had
showing
many
up. We will
difficulties.
see you. Yeah, it works out toward the end. Toward
Right.
the end, you're getting better and better as it goes along. So, it is.
I know,
it is
right?
what it is.
About the time
So-
I'm leaving. All right.
Maybe something is there
Y'all have
telling
a
you
great day,
something.
guys. Right?
See
Didn't want
you
me on
guys later.
here.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Bye.